FRF Nation? Aaron Zamso, FireRescueFitness.com. I'm going to address the question of what are the best things to do on shift for workouts in this post, and show you how to set up an effective week's worth of workouts as a first responder. So let's look into it a little bit here. This is a big snapshot of my week. Now, before we get into this, I want to kind of give you a bigger picture idea. This is just 1 week of 8. I like to make my workout programs or break them up into 8 weeks at a time. 1, that allows me to really track to see if I'm making progress. And 2, I really avoid plateau. I kind of change it up every 8 weeks. Sometimes you get a little bit behind, so that turns into 9 weeks or so. But every 8 weeks or so, I change up my program, look at how I'm accomplishing or working towards my goals. And then this is just a snapshot. Every week, I take a look at, hey, what are my shifts? What do I have planned? What are my workouts that I want to get accomplished? And then I'll set up right just like this, either on I do use an actual whiteboard, or I'm old school. I like to use a notebook, and I keep them in a notebook. With FRF, you actually now have access to the Trainer Roic app, so we have an app where you can switch the workouts around, and it's a lot easier that way. I'm just more old school, regardless of what your preference is, the main point is you got your bigger picture workout program and break it down into each week. I do this usually every Saturday and Sunday, look at my shifts. So for example, this week I have shifts on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I work 24-hour shifts. I have 24 hours off in between. The big thing you want to look at, when you step back and think, okay, man, that looks like a lot. I'm counting in here, taking into account recovery time and yoga, as a matter of fact, and even a little bit of meditating and some other things that help with recovery. So when I talk about workout, that workout might be a recovery workout where we're doing some stretching, some foam rolling, and helping our body mentally and physically kind of recoup. So when you look at your schedule, for instance, I do a shift on Sunday at the firehouse. We like to do what we call crew workouts, where we take whatever members of the crew want to participate. We start with 6 or 8 exercises to do an active warm-up, and then we go into the bay and we set up 8 different exercises or stations. And these are fire ground related movements, like carrying things upstairs, crawls. We do sledges on a tire. We'll drag a tire. We got an old victim there that, like an old dummy that we can drag around. We'll throw in a core exercise. And then if somebody's got a favorite one, lately we've been trying to throw ladders up against the side of the building. Of course, not causing any damage, but we like to do that because those are the things that we do on a fire ground. So we'll set that up in a circuit, 8 stations, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds to transition. And then we finish with a little 5-minute group stretch. And in about 35 minutes, we got a great workout. What a great way to build team camaraderie. And you get a good workout that way. So that's my Sunday. Then the next day, right now I'm following our Hero X program, which is a more metabolic program with body weight, just to lose a little bit of body weight and gain mobility. That workout will be done on Monday. Then I go back on shift on Tuesday. And, typically I'm a little tired after a back-to-back shift and workout, so I just perform a bike. Or if I'm training for the FRF 5K, I'll run and walk on the treadmill. I finish with a lot of foam rolling and stretching. I also like to watch videos, fire ground related videos, and try to continue my education on that day too. So, throughout the day, my run might be broken up by calls, but I try to get that run in or that bike in and stretching. So then the next day, I'm going to do our Hero X2, number 2 workout, or wherever I am in that 8-week program. I must note, though, that all of these programs, so when I talk about Hero X, I'm really talking about resistance training, okay? Right now with the Hero X, and a lot of the times with our FRF programs, we like to make sure that you're doing full body strength training, and you can watch some of my other videos on why. I will address how to make a week's worth of workouts for those body part training people and those people that want to still do body parts. I'll show you a great way to do that. But the Hero X workouts, they contain active movements, they contain core exercises, full body strength, cardio, and mobility. It's a full package, great workouts, all right? But they're also very energy consuming. So I do those off shift. Then Thursday, I'm typically on the last day, we call that my swing. I'm really usually tired. So that day is, believe it or not, some active stretching, and I like to go and do some yoga and just really hit the parts of my body that are really, really tight. But this is also really good mentally, and I wanted to talk real quick about why it's important to start incorporating in some mental exercises. I've had some guys report back to me, they just take 5 or 10 minutes every single shift, go find a corner and just kind of shut their mind off, do some deep breathing, maybe a little stretching. It's really helped energize them. This recovery workout really helps energize me. You start with some active movements, go into some yoga, and all of a sudden 20 minutes later, you got a sweat going, but you don't feel energy tapped. You feel like you actually have more energy. You can make it through the rest of the shift, and you're kind of set up for the next workout. Now, if this last day we get a lot of calls at night, my next Friday, or so Thursday I work, and then Friday I'm supposed to do another challenge workout, full body strength workout. But if I'm really tired, I'm towards the end of my week, I might incorporate in an off day and then do resistance training on Saturday. And my main point about doing this is that you really have to gauge how you feel. If you're really tight and you're sore, the last thing you need to do is go and break your body down further and your mind down too. There's a mental component to this. You break your body and your mind down a little bit more, and you can actually start to get to a point where all of a sudden you start to get these injuries. You start to, don't have as much energy, and you're not making progress towards your fitness goal, and you kind of start taking steps backward. And that's why it's imperative to take a big picture of this, right? Take a look at your weeks. Now, you might be really, really tired, and you can't get this workout in on Wednesday. It's okay. Move it to Thursday, move it to Friday. Right? That's all right. The main thing here is that you take all of these environmental factors in mind and that you don't let them devastate you and get you to a point where you're no longer working out because you're too tired or you're injured. All right? Take a big picture, break it down into each week, and set it up based around your shifts. Right? So this last week, these last 2 days, depending upon how I feel, I might take 2 days off if I'm really, really broken down. If I'm really, really tight, if I'm really sore, that's okay. And then I start the next week up again by preparing my nutrition, preparing my workouts. Any off day, I always use for planning, and I suggest that you do the same. Do some meal prep, do some workout prep, and set yourself up for success. And that is the way that you can continually make progress. I've said this numerous times, and you can watch some of the other FRF videos here on my YouTube page. I really hope you do. By the way, subscribe to us, please, and reach out to me with any questions that you have. But I've said it numerous times. A plan is the first step to your success. When we go on scene as a first responder, as a firefighter, EMT medic, you try to do a size up, which is your assessment, basically, and then you create your incident action plan, and you work your plan. Of course, as the scene and as you try to mitigate what's going on in front of you, you have to make some changes and course corrections. Same thing with your fitness. So I urge you, take a look at each week, make it part of a bigger picture. It'll help you make progress. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I hope this helps you and your crew get FRF.